back and relax and enjoy another episode of J&C Fix and Play.
Thanks for stopping by, everyone, and welcome back. If this is not your first time, I apologize for not posting videos during the holiday season. I do work retail, so I do get a little flustered with work, and there's not much time left. I like to spend my time with my family if possible, whether it's playing games or not, so I don't get much time to make videos. But I am super excited for today because I get to mess around with the Analogue Pocket, and this is extremely hard to find right now. There's a very long wait time, and obviously, thanks to all those lovely scalpers and resellers that are out there, they're hard to get. So we're going to test it with a few games. I have some of my favorite Game Boy Advance and original Game Boy games. Excited for Metroid here. Can't wait to try that out. Always one of my favorite games on the Game Boy Advance. First game I'm going to be testing it with is just Super Mario Land. I've played this game hundreds and hundreds of times. I've had this copy since probably 1989. But the first thing I can say is that this console does not disappoint, and I stress the fact that it is a console. This is not emulation. It is playing the actual console games themselves. So if you're a collector and you're into that sort of thing, this is probably something that's going to be up your alley. Quick look at the console. It's got trigger buttons on the top, just like Game Boy Advance. Micro SD card slot. On the bottom, you have a link port, so you can use that original equipment. USB-C charger, a headphone jack, and obviously you have your power button and your volume buttons. The power buttons and the volume buttons are the things I probably like the least out of this console. To me, I don't know. I feel like I just don't get. It doesn't feel like I'm actually pressing a button. So, in terms of the actual console and hardware and how it feels or operates, it's probably the thing I like the least. But nevertheless, it does work, and it works extremely good. So let's swap the game out real quick. Probably going to test it out with Metroid here. And I'm using this game just to showcase to the display, because to me this game has always been vibrant and absolutely amazing. So we'll jump right into that right now. And it's because of those visuals that I think this is like one of the best games to actually test the console with. Whenever I modded a Game Boy, this is what I used. That being said, one complaint I have about this console is the number of fingerprints that come on the actual glass. It's not easy to keep them off. So the second you touch the glass, there's going to be a mark there. So if you're going to constantly be cleaning this screen, I found, especially if you have children in the house. So with that being said, this display is absolutely amazing, and the camera I'm using right now is not doing any justice in terms of how this actually looks. Colors are vibrant. It seems like the refresh time is on point, absolutely amazing. I guess if you're into modern consoles, this would probably be closer to the upgraded Funny Playing. So like the version 2 or version 3 mods for the original Game Boy Advance. It's absolutely amazing. I don't even think it's worth it at this point. If you're able to get your hands on one of these and you don't mind waiting how long it takes to actually get one of these consoles, it's not worth probably upgrading, because the capabilities and what you can do with this actual system, it's just not worth it. The only downside is how long it takes. Currently, as of the time of this video, on their website, if you were to place an order for one of these, it is not going to ship until 2023, I believe it said. So I'm recording this at the very tail end of 2021, so you're looking at over a year. And that's a very long time to wait. So definitely worth it if you could, but obviously not everyone's going to want to wait that long. So, but if you can, 100% worth it. Can't stress that enough. So we'll switch it over to Pokemon here, and we'll give this a shot, and let's get it turned on. So as I said before, this console has a lot going for it. And one of the biggest things is obviously the flexibility of the console. Using Pokemon here just as an example, the audio is absolutely phenomenal. I'll cut to the audio in a second. But if you are a die-hard Nintendo fan and you do not have a GameCube with a Game Boy player, or if you're not into emulators that are out there nowadays, this is another strong consideration to buy this system. There's an optional dock, which is essentially a Game Boy player. At the time of this video, once again, it was not available on the website. So, I can't demonstrate that for you guys. I wasn't able to get my hands on one. But, the fact that by the time you buy a Game Boy player, if you're able to get one with the boot up disc, or if you have to cheat and use the like Legend of Zelda hack with the game save file, cost wise, it's not worth it. So this is another strong consideration for actually purchasing one of these consoles. So big win there with that. I think you know what, let's just test the audio right now at this point. So I am going to cut from this, and what you're going to hear is just the actual audio from the console itself being recorded on an iPhone. So we'll switch to that right now. Those speakers are absolutely amazing. Like I said, there's no amplification, no nothing. This is what you get out of the box, and that's the type of audio that you get. So it's, to my ears, it's better than a traditional Game Boy Advance. For someone that's on the go, and if you don't want to use headphones, maybe you got to pay attention, or if you don't, if this is for a kid because you're trying to get them into gaming, you wouldn't. If you're afraid of like headphones possibly causing damage, you couldn't ask for better audio. You'd probably be looking at least $50 to mod a Game Boy Advance in that way. With this being said, there is a couple drawbacks to the system. So overall, absolutely 100%, I would buy one of these if you can get your hands on it. But a couple negatives I have. One, obviously, is just going to be the wait time. Right now we're in the middle of a chip shortage, so that is taking a long time to get stuff, and I fully understand that with manufacturers. I work retail, and just seeing how long it takes to get stuff in stock. As you can see right now, I'm just going through the menu to see what's on here for like operating system, just taking a look at it. I'm not going to mess with this too much because, once again, this is not my console. So, but they do offer an optional carry case. It's not really nothing great. I'm not really that impressed with the carry case. First off, it scratches very easily, and number two, I would have liked to see, maybe for the price, something with like some foam or something that's going to protect it a little bit better. But the case does its job. It protects the console itself. Other than that, there's nothing available yet, as I stated earlier. So you are waiting for the Game Gear attachment or a TurboGrafx attachment. But if you can look past that, or if you're strictly like a Game Boy collector, yeah, go out and get your hands on one of these right now. This thing is absolutely amazing. I can't stress that enough. So happy and thankful to, once again, my coworker and friend Marcus letting me try this unit out. And I'm going to put myself on the wait list. So, I won't be getting it till 2023. But I'm not going to have to buy any other consoles. I'm huge into the collecting. So for me, that's a win. And if you fit that category, or if, as I said earlier, if you don't want to modify something, this is a win for you. So go have some fun, play some games. If you can get your hands on this, great. Have fun, everyone.